Am I the asshole for having an affair after my wife told me to do so?
Yeah.
I like the eye surprise there from both of you. It's almost the exact same.
Wife told you to
affair.
have. Is this a dude we're talking about here? Yeah.
I mean, statistically, probably.
It doesn't matter, but I'm just for the sake of the story. So if your married partner tells you to have an affair, we need context, don't we? Because they might say that in the midst of an argument because we say stupid shit in arguments.
Right.
I mean, your wedding vows have got to count for something, right?
That's fair.
It's affair, is what it is.
That's an affair. You're right.
I mean, yeah. I'm going to go with asshole.
Okay.
I'm gonna go opposite Stu again.
Oh.
I'm gonna say not the asshole. This is another. I'm thinking of like all the shit. I'm waiting till like because all the stories of Reddit stories we read, just kind of like mixing it all up. So now I'm thinking this situation. The wife probably has some sort of like illness in a way where like they can't they can't be intimate together, or she's like on borrowed time or something like that. And the wife sat down with the husband and say like, "Hey, I can't fulfill certain, needs that you have, and I'm letting you know that it's okay for you to seek elsewhere." That's kind of my guess in this situation. So for that reason, I'm going not the asshole.
The word affair though implies romance.
That's true though
to me.
Well, it could be someone. In John's case, it could be someone saying, like a friend
Like
being
they
like,
had
"Oh,
an
you
affair." Yeah.
had an affair," or whatever. Whereas he has an agreement with his wife, I guess, is the caveat.
That's the word I'm looking for, Josh. Like they had some sort of agreement.
Yeah. Okay. I like these guesses. These are creative.
Someone always looks at idiot though at the end. You know what I mean? It's like it's a really cruel game.
To be fair, this is our podcast is all about just guessing shit.
Yeah, just making each other look stupid. So
I'm down.
We don't need to try to do that, to be honest.
It's pretty easy for us, actually.
Yeah, it's so easy.
All right, well, let's see who's correct this time. So 37 male, have been married to my wife, 38 female, for 12 years and together for 16. We have a beautiful 7-year-old daughter. The problem we had in our relationship was sexual intimacy. It started around the 3rd year of our marriage, and we do not have sex anymore. It did not stop all at once, but got less and less over the years to the point where we do not have sex anymore. Many discussions were had on this problem, and all I received was, quote, "It's no different than a chore for me," and, quote, "You are exaggerating it." We both work, and after the birth of our daughter, I took more of a back-end, less demanding job to work from home and take care of our daughter together with my wife. I'm the primary caregiver now that she is back to her office work. I do most of the housework, given that I have more time at home. The only time I leave the house is probably for the gym or groceries. At first, that problem in our relationship made me mental. I even started to go to individual therapy since I was diagnosed with dysmorphia and after constant rejection. I struggled and tried everything to rekindle the intimacy. I thought she wasn't attracted to me, so I started hitting the gym for 7 years. I arranged frequent date nights and trips. I did oil massages, foot rubs, and even bought a massage gun. Most of these were not new at all and had always been present in our relationship. She's a great mother and otherwise an amazing wife, but this problem just destroyed me. 2 years ago, I broke down in front of her when we were discussing it. She told me, quote, "Stop bothering me with that and just go fuck someone else. Just make sure you fulfill your duties as a dad." It hurt me a lot at first. It was like she didn't care about me. What do you guys think of that quote?
I'm not the type to like diagnose people, but from my understanding, she sounds asexual. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Like she's not into sex.
Fair.
And that's kind of harsh to hear that from a partner, especially if they try to do everything to, individually make themselves better for their partner. And then she's kind of just like, nah, go fuck something else or someone else type of shit. So I don't know. That's harsh for me. I feel bad for him at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah. The maths isn't mathsing to me at the minute.
Okay.
Because he said they've been married for 12 years.
Yeah.
Together for 16. They were shagging for the first 3 years of the marriage. So that's 9 years ago. But the daughter's 7, but they never had sex again after the first 3 years.
No. So he said it didn't stop all at once. It got less and less.
Right. Okay.
Over the years to the point where they don't have it anymore.
Right. Okay.
So they probably wanted a daughter or something like that. So they probably had sex obviously in between those times. But yeah, he said it wasn't immediate. It was over the years. It's cooled off, I guess you could say.
Yeah, I don't think she's asexual personally, because the first 3 years of the marriage was good.
Yeah.
And I assume the 4 years before that was also good. I think that if you talk about the 7-year itch, right, that's 4 + 3 is 7 in my head. 7 years deep together, it's hard to keep the romance alive.
Or she's cheating.
Potentially, yeah.
Maybe. Who knows? All right. Well, I just want to get your quotes on that just to see what you guys thought. So it hurt a lot at first. It was like she didn't care about me. Last year, I took her up on her suggestion and started seeing a woman in a similar situation. Everything was the same other than meeting up with this woman casually to take care of each other's needs. Last week, my wife told me, quote, "You look better. Have you been seeing someone else?" And laughed. I confirmed that I had, and her face fell. She cried a lot in front of me. Seeing her like that destroyed me. If she said stop seeing this woman, I would. It's not worth hurting her. The only reason I did it was because she offered it. She did not talk to me that day and the next day, and it was like she was someone else. She then started wearing lingerie and initiating sex. I was shocked, but accepted her advances. She keeps looking at me worryingly, like she's trying to see my reaction to everything she says and does. I got worried because it's not like her at all. I discovered it's called hysterical bonding, but I have no idea what actions I should take, and I don't even know how long this stage will last. I'm afraid of what will happen later on. I feel like an asshole right now and wanted to get advice. So am I the asshole?
Yeah.
You going yes, Stuart?
Yeah. You are the asshole.
Everyone sucks if you wanted to do that too.
No, dude, you're an asshole. Because it doesn't matter how bad it gets, right? If you're married to someone, you need to speak to them, do couples therapy. I get that you're trying. The fact that she's now trying to get your attention shows that she loves him. For whatever reason, the intimacy's gone. If once you have a kid, you fall into this routine of neglecting each other. It's so easy to do. You don't go on dates anymore. You don't have time. The only time you get together might be an hour at the end of the night, and you're tired from work and looking after the kid. You're arguing about stuff about the kid this, take them to school, they're going to be late, what they're wearing today, what's today, is it World Book Day, do we have to get rid? There's so much to think about when you have a kid. I just think a good chat could have sorted this out, personally.
Okay.
It's not an excuse to have an affair. Even if in the midst of an argument she says, go fuck someone else, she doesn't mean it. He's almost blaming her, which is wrong also. I'm sticking with asshole. I'm sticking with that.
I'm going to go, actually, everyone sucks here. I'm going to go with 90, I'd say 70% kind of her, 30% on him. The reason being for her to say that, like what Stuart's saying, kind of like in the heat of an argument, and for him to take it literally without having a continued conversation, say like, hey, are you serious about this? Like, am I okay to like have an affair with someone else? And have that conversation once, maybe twice, 3 times, just to make sure. And the fact that he didn't take that and he just went off the bat and say like, oh, I guess it's just a free pass. Cool. But I can also understand like the frustrations where he's coming from, because he did do a lot of work. Like he does have like some things that he needs to sort out. He seeked out therapy. He communicated a bunch of times with her, and she kind of just brushed it off for based on the conversation.
Yeah, she did seem to shut him down in a lot of the conversations.
A lot of time,
from what we've heard.
Well, this is the other problem, is that we're only hearing one side, and every story has.
That's
true
with every story.
That's another
honestly.
thing. Yeah, that's another thing as well. So just based on a context, I say she sucks a little bit more, but he's also not entirely innocent in the situation. So,
but is he an asshole, John? Is he an asshole?
He's an asshole for not having a continued conversation. Like just him taking that one time and running away with it. That for me, asshole.
Is he an asshole, John?
Asshole-ish.
Oh, cop out.
Stuart's all of our comments.
Come on. Is he an asshole? Yes.
I mean, yes, he is an asshole for actually not confirming it. I agree with that.
Yes.
I think she is also the asshole for not
Hearing him out.
Seeing that this is an issue with their relationship and trying to work on it with him instead of just shutting him down. So I agree. I think like he should have confirmed that before because open relationships do happen. All the ones we hear are terrible. We've had comments being like, there are good polyamorous relationships. Don't think everyone is based off of these Reddit stories because all we hear is the bad ones. So that could have been something they talked about and agreed upon. And then he could have, met up with a woman and fulfilled his needs or whatever he said. Instead, he just took it off of one argument and was like, gonna go take you up on that.
Say less.
Like, okay, that's what I needed. She said it.
Can we put that in writing?
Exactly.
Actually, if they put it in writing, this wouldn't be an issue. But
it wouldn't be an issue at all.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. So here's an arsehole that we sort of empathize with, I guess.
I empathize with him for sure.
Same, for sure.
Yeah. I think he was a guy like trying to communicate, trying to work on the relationship, trying to make things more intimate, and hitting it like a brick wall basically. And so I think, again, he should have confirmed it, but you know what? I'm
gonna go full heel and say he's not the asshole at all anymore.
Oh,
because if he did communicate it so many times already and it's just the final straw for him, you know what? Yeah, I'm going not the asshole. Fuck it. Flame me, everybody.
You're the asshole, man. You're the asshole. That's what
I can confirm one of us will get flamed at least.
Come on.
We need comments, people. We need comments. I'm thinking about the money here. Sean's not here.
Comment yes if John's an asshole.
A comment 2 if I'm an asshole.
That's it. Just yes if John's an asshole.
So our subreddit was kind of like, it was a bit torn. Most people were saying, need more information was kind of what it was. Like, did you confirm?
Absolutely.
Yeah. And so Confused at 6'3" said, time to go back to therapy and take your wife with you. She didn't believe you were serious and now she's freaking out. You're right to wonder how long this will last and what fallout will be. Don't give her the option to not attend therapy with you because this is going to get much more complicated with time. Good luck. And I think that didn't give like a, asshole or anything compliment. That was just a good advice for OP. Go to couples therapy and throw this shit out because this will blow up in your face if you don't, take it head on. All right, boys. I don't know who was right in that last one. We will find out when the episode releases.
All I'm gonna see in the comments: 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2.
Get therapy.